Hi, we're back again, and we've got a very interesting guest this time. His name is Tom Sweeney. Hi, Tom.
Hi, nice to meet
I'm
you.
so glad you came in.
Well, thanks for having me, yeah.
Yeah, what I know that you are a person of many different talents, but today, what do you mainly want to talk about? Your music?
Yeah, sure. Blakgraz is the name of my original project. I do a couple different tribute bands as well. One that does Supertramp music, and we've actually played at the Fresno County Fair a couple different years in a row. It's been really wonderful because the people up here are just great. But I also work with a Crosby, Stills, Nash Young tribute called Deja Vu. If you ever get it down into the LA area, that's where we're playing right now. And it's nice in that project because I work with, if anybody's familiar with Jim Wooten from the tribute Led Zeppelin, they play all Led Zeppelin music, and they're just huge, internationally huge, nationally huge. They play everywhere. They play in all over the world. And they're actually very close with Led Zeppelin, the real band, as well.
Wow.
So I actually get to work with him, and so that's my big claim to fame with that.
That is neat. That is really neat.
Yeah.
And you're a guitarist, I guess? Or
Well, I play guitar, and I play keyboard, and I play drums, and I write,
Wow.
and I can do studio work. I can run sound, and I've just been doing that for a long time.
My gosh, that's great. When did you first get interested in music?
Oh my gosh, our house in Ohio, I grew up in Ohio, was always full of music. And actually, the church that I went to had a more progressive approach for music, and so it was for college students. It was a college town, Athens,
Yeah.
Ohio. And so every Sunday I would go down and I would just sing in choir because I liked singing in the choir. It was so much
Yeah,
energy. It was,
yeah.
I was always a tenor. So, I was hitting those higher notes, and I was just used to hitting harmonies. It actually took a long time to be able to sing melody, but I didn't pick up a guitar until I was 19.
Oh my gosh. Well, did you then train yourself, or did you take classes, or what?
Well, I took a few lessons. I actually learned piano first, which is really great. Always start on piano because it's just all spelled out right in front of you.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
great.
And then the guitar took a little more effort because of the physical part of it. Your fingers start to hurt, and then you think, oh, do I really want to do this? But yeah, it was just always, I was around instruments, and people would show me stuff, but I learned on my own really more than anything. I took a few lessons, and I studied a little bit in college, but it really was my own effort that made the most difference.
Oh, that's great, because my husband's like that. He trained himself in art, and he's just fantastic. He does beautiful seascapes, and he's just all studying, and that, I think that really is very good, because it's not coming through somebody else's voice. It's just coming into you because you're looking for it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if you love it, if you're really passionate about it, then you'll just find yourself drawn to it. There's nothing you can do. And that's how it is for music with me.
You were talking about something else that you do. Oh, you're an author too, right?
Yeah, my wife and I are both Amazon best-selling authors. So afterwards, we'll talk about how to help make that happen for you.
Yeah, that's the
Because I
dream.
understand you're an author too, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And well, just mainly for one thing that I just felt like I had to write, and then I know it has to be a bestseller, and it's going to be donated to the Actors Fund to help
nice.
actors and performers that are in trouble and stuff like that, can't pay their rent.
Right.
So that's what I want to do.
Starving artists. Speaking of starving artists, last night I actually, for the first time, I got to go to the Starving Artist Bistro, and we had some friends come, and I just sat and played. And it's a really great place. So thank you to Bob at the Starving Artist Bistro for
Never
allowing me
heard
to
of
play.
it. That sounds fantastic.
He is an amazing chef. So make sure you go down. All the salmon that he gets is wild caught, and the beef is grass-fed, and everything's organic. He does his own spices. Yeah, it's a real small place, and I guess it's newer, or it's been around. I don't know if it's been around for very long, but you got to try it. It was really
Great.
nice.
And you played there.
He has a nice little corner stage and a nice sound system and lights, and he let me get up and be silly, so it was fun.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
But tell me a little bit about your writing. What type of writing do you do?
Well, I actually write in fiction, and it's kind of romance, but it's not really. The story is called The Harem. And it's not about that at all. In fact, the harem actually in Arabic apparently means women, and I didn't know that until after I'd written the story. And the story is actually about female empowerment. Especially with the new age that's coming up, and there's a lot of movement towards balancing things out more. And so I wanted to write a story that explored the idea, what if you gave somebody, especially women, unlimited resources and unlimited positive support, what would happen? And so this story explores that idea through the main character, Susan Winthrop. And she basically becomes an intern for a very large corporation that's very successful, and then is offered another position to learn and become a more developed person and a more developed adult. And they give her these resources and support. However, in the process, the exchange is something that at first she's not sure she wants to do. And so it kind of is an experiment, or just a theory that I have.
Well, that sounds fascinating. Well, it's interesting that because the reviews that I got on my book, every one of them said that people who are interested in women's rights would really love the books.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So we're both aiming for the same thing,
Yeah.
more honesty, that women have so many strengths that aren't on the surface. They're going around like this, but it's an inner strength that women have that has kept them going through all these centuries. But I'd like to see them being able to use it in a better way,
Oh, sure.
in a more productive way.
Yeah, you'd enjoy this book then. I'm sure I would enjoy yours too.
Oh, well, mine's 4 books.
Oh, that just makes it more interesting.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds great. And what other talents do you have?
Oh my! Well, my wife and I own a couple different businesses. The World Wealth Network is actually a professional and personal development firm, and then we also own Kralik Consultants, which does helps introduce the Energy Upgrade California program to homeowners to help them use the money that's available to make their homes more efficient. She, of course, is a writer as well, and she writes romance as well as mystery and suspense. In fact, she's been reading to me her latest book called Night Takes Pawn. Night Takes Pawn. And I love all of her writing, don't get me wrong, but this story has really got me captured. So I'm eager for her to read more to me.
I'm eager for her to come on the show here. And
Yeah, that would
talk
be nice.
about it.
That would be very nice, yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Anyway, they can get your books through
Through Amazon, through Barnes and Nobles, through actually we're in Vroman's down in Pasadena as well. We're from Pasadena, and you can order them through just about every major distribution channel. We went through Ingram Sparks, if you're not already through Ingram Sparks, and they do distribution to libraries. She's actually in libraries and small coffee shops all across the country, as well as bookstores. So they're available. Her books are at marthasweeney.com. Mine is at theharembook.com. And then my music website, if you're interested, is blakgraz.com. It's on the screen, I'm sure, too. And if you have any interest in any of the songs that I've written, just let me know and I'll send you copies.
Well, I was sort of hoping you'd play something for us today.
If that's okay, if we have enough time, is that all right?
We'll squeeze it in.
All right, right. I'll try, and I guess I have to move back a little bit so I don't bump the chair. I'll try to stay close, though. This is actually a song that I wrote more recently, and it's called Rest With Me, and it's actually about one of the characters in my wife's book, the Just Breathe series. That's the one that actually she went to #1 on Amazon.com.
Wow.
The anthology that we are both part of went to #1 on Amazon.com also, which is called Because Beards. So if you get a chance, check that out too. So here we go. I know you're scared, I am too. Scared to say the wrong things and frighten you. The corner of your eye, I see you. Catch you Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
You're very
Thanks
kind.
so much for coming in. And I just, anytime you have another book or a song, come in again.
Oh, please, thank you. I appreciate it. We really appreciate you guys letting us in, especially last second, so I really appreciate it.
Okay,
Have a
thanks
wonderful
so
day.
much. You too. We'll be right back.